Mr. N.S. Venkatesh, who is the Chief Executive of the Association of Mutual Funds in India, which is AMFI, which is the body in tie-up with ET Now that's presenting this initiative to our viewers, joins in for a quick chat on why this is very important at this juncture, given the fact that Indian markets are really at record highs. Mr. Venkatesh, it's great to have you on the show. Thanks very much for taking out the time. This is pretty much the kind of initiative that you need at a time when the kind of confidence that investors have in the India growth story in the Indian markets is only picking up. I mean, we see the SIPs which are coming in, the folios, the increase in the number of folios. It just highlights that the Indian investors coming of age, and an initiative like this will only enhance their understanding, their participation in the India growth story. Your take as we bring about this curtain raiser on the Jan Nivesh plan.
It's a wonderful initiative. I would say that essentially AMFI has been at the forefront of doing investor education over the last couple of years, and the mutual fund Sahi Hai campaign has touched many a heart, and it has created a lot of investor awareness. But then this Jan Nivesh program with Times Network, especially the ET Now, I would say is a landmark sort of decision that AMFI is taking along with Times Network to propagate mutual fund as an investment vehicle. And essentially this is not only an ad sort of a campaign. We are actually looking at going on the ground across 100 cities and having a lot of on-ground activities with the support of ET Now. So I think that is where the difference is. Here we are actually meeting the investors or meeting the potential investors, and then talking to them and then telling them that mutual fund as an investment vehicle is one of the best vehicles for a normal retail investor to get into, and it is a very, very cost effective way of investment, and coupled with that it also helps him to build wealth over a longer term. And that is where I think Nikunj has been also telling about the pledge that we are asking the individual investors to take, the Aam Aadmi to take. So I think that is where I think we are trying to push or nudge the individual investors across the various walks of life, whether it is even the Dabbawala's or maybe the working professionals or the policemen or maybe the firemen, those sort of people, to actually take a pledge saying that we will contribute to the mutual fund investments 1 day of my salary every month on a longer term basis, which will in turn help him to build wealth based on the goals that he has set for himself. I think that's a wonderful initiative, and it is a pan-India initiative which of a larger scale, and towards that I think Times Network has really helped us in charting out this plan.
Venkatesh, morning, and indeed we feel grateful that we could be part of such a noble cause and such an initiative, and why not invest and make money at a time when traditional methods of investing wouldn't really garner as much return, be it gold, be it real estate, or for that matter even fixed income. But tell us a little bit more about this Jan Nivesh program, Mr. Venkatesh. Would it largely concentrate on tier 2 and tier 3 cities, or would it have an outreach which is going to be limited to metro cities where there is already awareness about investment?
Definitely. The plan of action is actually to reach out to the tier 2, tier 3 cities, what we call as the B30 cities, because in mutual fund parlance, SEBI has talked of T30 and B30. So the beyond 30 cities where essentially the awareness could be low, the penetration could be low. So that's where we are trying to reach the B30 cities. But there could be some major cities in the metro as well where we will reach out. But the focus will be actually on the B30 cities where the awareness is a little bit lower and the penetration is a little bit lower. And we are also looking at catching people young. So that even maybe the professional students community will also be addressed by the various on the ground activities. And I think that will create an all-round awareness across India.
Basically aiming at higher financialization. What are the mediums through which you would be conducting this outreach program? Would it be only television? Would you be doing on-the-ground events? Tell us more about the communication process whereby which you would want to send across this message to as many people as possible.
It will be a combination of television, the various out of home media, that sort of this thing. Plus, you will also have the on the ground activities where investor meets will happen, where experts from the industry will be talking to the various smaller groups of people who will be called for specifically or invited specifically for such meetings across more than 100 to 200 cities, and the questions will be answered and professional advices will definitely be given to them, which will enable the persons who are even sitting on the wall to get converted into an investor from a saver, and inculcate the habit of investing in the Indian public. That is the thought process. That is, they have been saving because we have been known to be a country of good savers, but we need to convert that saving into an investment mode. So that is where I think the initiative is happening. It is an investor awareness program where SEBI has mandated AMFI to launch and educate the potential investors, the first time investors, so that at least they are able to invest into the right mode of investment vehicles. So I think that is where this Nivesh program is expected to play a great part, and maybe with your ET Rise Now, I think again awaken the people's need for an investment from a saving sort of a vehicle.
It is a Rise with India moment, isn't it? Mr. Venkatesh, pleasure speaking with you, and we'll see you at the launch of the event this evening.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, that is Nivesh. Just counting down to this mega ET Now initiative along with AMFI, and we're going to launch this in a grand ceremony this evening. For now, just take a look at what the market has been up to. Still pretty quiet for the benchmark indexes. All the action and the pain really is being felt by the broader market. Small caps at the lowest point in the day now, and we're currently lower by a good 1%. Do we have the Simplex Infra Management, or should we take a break? Okay, we'll take a break, come right back with the Simplex Infra Management.